This is a video response to a fellow shaman. Shout out to Kinkiki. You said, hold on, let me get my laptop. What'd you say? You said, so when you talk to me, don't hold back. You know, this is a public discussion between me and you, and you're in Italy, and I'm here in the good old USA. But I'm going to, hey, if you want it, we're going to black out on it. So I'm going to title this Shaman Wars. But do know that shamans don't actually fight and engage in battle by inflicting harm. The Shaman War, in Jamaica, we have a saying, steel sharpens steel, iron sharpens iron. Oh, just real quick, I'm wearing my philosopher hat. So let's do this. Let's do it right, like the philosopher hat, like that. See, I switch it from this. It's like the mullet. You know, business in the front, party in the back. Well, there's too much business, so I gotta flip it to turn into a shaman. And now we're ready for the party. So Kinkiki, but I think I want it this way though, because I want to be business. It's business and party. So you said to talk. All right, this video is not to make any sense. It's not to be about anything. So let's just start a freestyle today. What is today? Today's June 21st. Today's June 21st, 2012, and I decided to throw something up on Facebook just to screw around. No big deal. About rank. And you know, people take me seriously on Facebook. The biggest mistake you would ever make in your life is to assume that any of this is of any significance. It's of no significance at all, because in the end we're all maggots, right? So this is nothing. This is something to pass the time. This is something to prepare my mind for the next phase, and the next phase is chapter 2, and the difficulty is linking 1 to 2. So I need to put energy in the world in order to get cues for what chapter 2 should be about, because you know, Kinkiki, you and I both know we're vessels. So for me, it really is about that. As a matter of fact, we're going to just sort of freestyle it some more. I'm wearing my Pinky in the Brain shirt. Let's freestyle it some more. I'm taking, let's see if we can see it. This is the man. This is the man. That's what it's about. You see that, those purple pants? Those are some hot purple pants right there. So Kinkiki, this is what it's about, right? The idea is, in terms of grammar, I forget which video it was that you were talking about grammar. Did I write notes? Because you said a lot of cool stuff. Grammar is descriptive. I would say that grammar is descriptive, yes. I would agree with that. I would say that in terms of grammar, the description in grammar itself has to conform to the ontic reality of what is. And the idea that grammar is descriptive insofar as there is a convergence between the ontic isness, the existence as such, the ding en sik. Well, the idea is that then there can't be any grammar if we assume that what is the ding en sik, since there isn't a means of empirically or epistemologically validating the ding en sik. So if the bar is raised so high that what we're looking for and what we require of our grammar is on par with the ding en sik, then the idea of grammar is itself ludicrous, and we're going to have to get Fichtean and do a karate chop on grammar. Grammar is approximal. It's an approximation at best. Everything's approximal at best. There's nothing that is. Everything's approximal, right? And the shaman recognizes the proximity of himself and his mind to that which appears to be. But in a sense, the best that you can ever get is the appearance. And for those who look for more than the appearance, they are in a sense denying exactly what is. And what is? Kinkiki, my good Italian friend, what is of absolutely no significance. Who cares what is? Right? The idea is to attempt to unravel and understand what is, but it's never to actually answer the question, right? It's always a pursuit. It's always a pursuit. That's why I give a shout out to all the physicists and the mathematics folk and the philosophers, because we're in that pursuit, right? But the idea is that we have to be honest with ourselves. You know, there really isn't an attempt to truly address what is. Because the very attempt to say that you have then descriptively, grammatically accounted for grammar as descriptive, I haven't lost focus, is an attempt to then universalize the concepts of our cognitive processing as, ontological fact and the hubris in that endeavor. No, right? It's always an approximation. The approximation is always going to change. I like to think about us crawling out of the primordial sludge and the maggots and death and decay and then realize that the conditions for the iPad existed when we crawled out of the sludge. Everything that was needed to create the iPad was there when we crawled out of the sludge. It took millennia for us to finally create it. Everything that we need is here already, but we only approximate it. And in terms of our technological advancement, everyone focuses on that. But I do agree with you, Kinkiki. The philosopher. Hold on one second. Let's do it like that. The philosopher. Hold on. Like that? Like this. Like this. Like this. Let's do it. Let's do it like that. The philosopher agrees. Right? Of course the philosopher agrees. You think a philosopher is going to disagree? The whole point of the philosopher is to agree. I agree with whatever you want me to agree with. Because in fact, I disagree with everything you want me to disagree with. And I disagree with everything you want me to agree with. Right? We can get really deep, right? The idea is that the polemics and the abstraction and the contradiction and the binary opposition and division is all approximal. It's all a mirage in the grand scheme. And individuals who take themselves too seriously and take their intellect too seriously, they need to be humbled. They need to be humbled by an approximation. I don't have to give you the universal theorem. I don't have to explain it as such. I just need it to work. Pragmatist Peirce sort of got it right. You just need, and not work in this pedestrian sense, right? Not even work in terms of use or utility. Not even work like that. My grammar doesn't need to work, right? My grammar is work, right? The descriptive account is the attempt to always approach. It's asymptotic at best, but the asymptote is as good as it gets, right? The actual convergence, right? The event horizon, that's the destruction. That's the end. That's the end. So, as a shaman, recognizing the skill of another shaman, sometimes you got to get a little abstract, right? Sometimes you got to take it to another level, like this level here. Like, look at this level. Look at that level. You like that? That's a very nice level. See that level right there? And when you open it up, it's a pen. You love it. They say, I could be like a thug, right? I could be a thug and take out my AK-47 and be like, bang, 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 bang. I could take out my guns. I could take out all my guns and say, look at my guns. My guns bring me power. Look at my guns. I got bombs. I got guns. I can shoot people with my guns. Bang! You're dead. You want to see it? You want to see what power looks like? You like it? This is professional grade power right here. Oh yeah, this is a few G's worth of power right here. Yes, this is the power. You want to see what power looks like? You want to taste it? You want to touch it? You want to touch my power? Yeah, I decided Kinkiki. I like that. A duel. It's so gentlemanly, right? The shaman. Shaman's noble. It's not trite. Right? It's not trite. There's no pretense. Shaman just recognizes what is now. So right now, Kinkiki, you are the center of the universe, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, that's basically how that goes. And know that my power and my strength is in killing people. Bang, bang. I have a lot more power than that. I have a lot more power. I got a lot more power than that. A whole lot more. Isn't that right? Isn't that right? He says it's right. Okay, so I'm going to end now with a conversation. So, just to show you, it's no pretense. So, do you think that they understand? Do you think that they understand? Do you think that they have any idea? No, I don't think they understand. When you shake, that means he's talking. The shaking means talking. No, they don't understand. Descriptive. Very interesting. What do you think about descriptive? We got to kick it. I don't think. I just do. Very interesting. Do you think they followed any of this? Maybe a few. Maybe a select few understand. What about that bit? What bit? What about that bit about the gun? Ah, the gun. And he turns to face the camera. The gun. The gun. What do you think about the gun?